I was abusing myself inside my head, just telling myself to sort of pull myself together, but you can't do that. It doesn't happen. And you can't be told to snap out of it. You can't be told to get better and everything will be fine, because at the time, nothing's fine, and believe me, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I actually sat in the car out in the driveway and I was literally crying because I felt I'd done it again. I'd let Heidi and the kids down again. And I couldn't come in for about an hour. I sent Heidi a message from outside telling her what was happening because I couldn't face telling her. That's, that was one of the most awful moments of my lifetimes actually, is letting Heidi and the kids down again in that way. It was unbearable. There's nothing positive that comes from anything in your mind, so you're questioning yourself as a person, you question yourself as a father, as a husband. All I could think about is how I've let everyone down, and I was constantly letting everyone down, although it probably wasn't, but in my mind was telling me I was ruining everyone's life. We told the kids I was having a bad back and that's why I couldn't go out and that's why I wasn't doing things, is because I had a bad back. Is that the wrong or the right thing to do? Geez, I don't really know actually. It felt right for us as a family. How do you define depression to an 8 and a 10-year-old child? I don't think you can. I don't think they're going to really quite comprehend what depression is. How do you it's like someone's got cancer or something. You can say, well, look, he's got this type of cancer and this is what it does. Depression, as I said before, it's undefinable. So how do you define an illness that I can't even define myself and then try and explain that to them? I think that's really important to someone that's suffering with mental health, is to have a focal point to be able to work towards and get, set yourself a goal. Maybe not as big as what I'm trying to do, but set yourself a goal that you can strive towards and achieve. The expedition, all going well, will take part next December. So I'll be leaving here to Punta Arenas in Chile in November. Well, I have a week in Punta Arenas, which is doing our final logistics check. I'll then fly in from Punta Arenas into Union Glacier with the logistics company that we're using. Spend a week on the floor down there too, doing final preps, checking my tent and all that type of stuff, and just acclimatising basically. Then I'll be setting off, and hopefully, all going well, 37 days-ish later, I'll be at the South Pole. I have no illusions how difficult this is going to be. The expedition really only exists to raise as much awareness as I can for depression. Because of where I've come from, I think if I can go through that of 37 to 45 days on my own out on the ice, pushing myself day in, day out, hopefully that resilience will then pass down to spur people on to get out of the house, out of their mindset and push themselves out a bit. That's what the expedition exists, and that's why I really want to do it. No one talks about depression. It's the first subject that anyone sitting around a table will brush under the table. Someone says, oh, I've got cancer, everyone goes, oh, how are you doing, how are you feeling? Someone says that they've got depression or they're suffering with mental health, they go, we can't talk about that. Isn't it a nice day outside? So I care because I want people to talk about it. Without a doubt, my biggest value is Heidi and the kids. Life as a whole, actually, to be honest, because it was so dark that everything's so cool now. With the expedition that's going on, I'm learning loads about myself, learning loads about everything, really, to be honest with you, because I see things completely different to what I've ever have done. We're making lifestyle changes off the back of this depression, and I'm really excited by that. The kids are growing up and everything's changing with the kids, and they've got attitudes and they're growing their own personalities, and all those things are really good to look forward to. I'm still very much in the recovery phase, but I still battle. Every day's a battle.